Self-esteem, self-confidence, a couple of things that most people struggle with. I personally have about 13 years of experience of dealing with low self-esteem. That is a topic for another video. Today it is about you, and I'm going to share 6 tips that have personally helped me learn to accept, love, and like myself. Number 1, stop comparing yourself to other people. There's always going to be somebody prettier, smarter, more athletic, more successful, probably has more money. On the flip side, there's also going to be somebody that you are prettier than, have more money than, are smarter than, are more athletic than, etc. But does that make you or them any less or more of a person? No, and if you think it does, that is your problem. Okay, you don't know the value of a human being. Okay? People are different. It's like comparing 2 different cultures. You can't say this culture is better than this one because they're different. And if you don't quite understand that, I don't really know what else to say. Number 2, and this is really going to go out to these high schoolers out there and younger people, don't look to other people to validate your self-esteem. High school kids, your classmates, they're changing who they are or think they are every week. One week they might try to be emo or preppy or whatever. So they don't know who the heck they are. Who are they to tell you who you are? As for your older people, why do you need other people to tell you who you are when who knows you the best but you? Yeah. Another thing you need to do is consider the source. If somebody's putting you down, they're saying mean things about you, what kind of person are they? Should you really care what they think? Yes, it may hurt, but evaluate, should you really care? A little personal example. Okay. When I was in high school, back in the dark ages, because I'm actually really old, I was bullied by these guys. My computers went black for a second. Anyways, I was bullied by these guys, and they would say horrible, mean things that made me feel horrible about myself. Let me tell you about these guys. Let's see. They were sexist, they were racist, and you know what they did for fun? They beat up homeless people and came to school and bragged about it. Great guys. I really should consider their opinion. No. Okay. Number 3. Well, actually, that was number 3, was consider the source. If it's somebody that cares about you, maybe you should listen. But if they're constantly putting you down, why surround yourself with negative people? It's better to be alone than surrounded by people who don't give a crap about you and are just going to constantly get at you. The thing you need to realize, it's not you, it's them. They treat other people like crap too, because they have their own inner issues that for some reason make them feel they have to be mean to everybody and criticize everybody. So quit feeling like, oh, why is it me? What's wrong with me that they're mean to me all the time? No. If you really think you're the only person they're mean to, I got some news for you. You know. Okay. Number 4. This is a personal favorite. Accept or change your flaws. You are not perfect. You need to realize you're human and you will have flaws. So what can you do? You can either change what you don't like or accept what you can't change. Personally, me, my weight. So I'm trying to change that. My skin. I can't change the fact that you can't tell because it's really crap quality, but I actually have a lot of skin problems. I can't change that, but you know what? Oh well. I can confidently talk about it. Hey, I have this flaw, this flaw, this flaw. I got a lazy eye. Had surgery for it. It's always going to go out. Oh well. You know what? I got 2 eyes. I can see. I got 2 legs. I can walk. I live in a place where I have a roof over my head, clean water to drink. And that leads me to my next point. Make some friends who are from other countries. This will give you a new perspective. It helps me a lot. Because I got a friend who grew up in a third world country. His parents died, basically. He grew up on the street. You will get a perspective from people like this that you won't get anywhere else. Of course, it depends what country they're from, because not every country is going to have, like, areas they grow up with no water. But if you can find somebody from a country that did, that's great, because you will get a good perspective on basically what really matters in life. Lastly, realize your problems are not exclusive. You think you're the only person with your problems. No. Go on the internet and Google it, honey. I'm sure you have, and you found out that there are other people out there with the exact same problem as you. going back to making foreign friends, which really should have been my last point, people that have grown up in real poverty. Now, I'm not trying to say that your problems are not real, or that your problems are less, or this or that. But when you begin to think of the big picture of what matters in life and what really happens in the world, then you will begin to realize that all the things you cut yourself down about, or that you feel horrible about yourself for, or things like that, you'll begin to realize those don't matter at all. And if it's somebody else that's making you feel like crap, again, consider the source. They're not worth it. They got personal issues of their own. You need to get away from them if possible. You don't need to surround yourself with negative people. Go find some good friends. It may take a while, because it does, because it's really hard to find true friends, I will be honest with you, but it's worth it. And it is, again, better to be by yourself than with people who constantly cut you down. Alright, so that sums up this video. If you have questions, just send it down to the little email link that I have here, and I can possibly make a video about it. If you have some situation or something you want guidance on, whatever, send an email. Alright, I'm going to click the little